Good evening, everybody. I'm home for a minute. And you know what? Everything did just fine without me. I've been gone a whole week. Now, it rained, so you'll see like the hostas flowers are looking pretty sad. I'll have to come and nip them off. But I like to let them do their time because I had hummingbirds over there and all kinds of good stuff. So, that's a sign of fall, y'all. I gotta find somewhere to plant these mulberry trees and let them winter over. I was thinking about one at the end of the driveway where I tried to grow. I think I will. I think I'm gonna put them at the end of the driveway, away from the road. Um, Everything did just fine, even the raspberries, and I didn't cover them up with netting, and I should have. Uh, I just wanted to get to the pool. I'm a weirdo. I love jumping in the pool or being by the water, and I moved away from it. Shame on me, huh? So raspberries are looking really good this year. And maybe I'll put a little more mulch over everybody. I got plenty of mulch when it comes time for these guys to die off for the winter. And I'm hoping next spring these guys should really do well. It'll be time to work on this bed, I guess, right away when stuff comes up next spring, if we don't get to it this fall, because I might actually get some berries. And we're also going to have to chop down. I think we're going to start with this tree right here. They need more sun. And it's an oak tree, and it's a nice, pretty oak tree. But we'll use it for firewood. We'll use up every bit of it. It won't go to waste. And it's no good to have these plants if they don't get enough shade. And we knew we were going to have to cut some things down. So sorry about that tree. And it'll also get more sun over here. Any little bit that we cut down there and use for firewood will help all the fruit trees. Everybody looks good. I just watered all the fruit trees, and I got this long strip here done. I have to do the patch over there. My peppers, the bushes that I bought are producing plenty of peppers. They're not hot at all. Like, I got grass that's almost as high as that little habanero plant. See that giant habanero? No heat to that either. So we successfully grew peppers that weren't hot. So we have to work on that. Do you see there's still peas on the pot over there? I wonder if I should pick them, and probably should. I'll have seeds for next year. Yeah, I need to really do some work on the garden. The potatoes, you just pick them up as they're dying. It's time to dig those guys up now. Beets, they just get bigger until you pull them up. So it's time to pull those up. I see one of my carrots. Looks like it's going to seed here. Look at that. Is that a carrot going to seed? I guess I should pull the carrots up too. I just took a shower. Now I'm out getting my feet all muddy. But I had to show y'all these. Look at this. What is it? Is it zucchini? Is it watermelon? And there's little ones too. I think I screwed up there too. Look, there's one. There's a big one, and it's more yellowish green. But there's some little ones. Look, there's one right there. There's one right there. One right there. One right there. And I saw one in here somewhere. Ooh, there's a big one right there. See it? But there's some in there. Do you see them? That look like a butternut squash. So who knows what I'm going to do with those? What do you do with watermelon squashes? I don't know. And we got to address this. I guess we're going to kill this off. Cover it with cardboard. That's not a bad idea. And start putting some dirt in there and let these guys creep right over the edge and start anew over here. And all these pretty white flowers, That's all cilantro. I think I'm going to gather a few seeds and I'm going to let the rest, I might just chop them off and lay them in there and see if they reseed. Zinnias are looking awesome, but aren't they pretty together? And they stay. I cut some, and those are radish flowers right there. And I just cut some radish seeds. Look, I think these are radish seeds, y'all. And this is my giant comfrey plant. I'm very proud of that. Yeah, everything needs some attention. Look at these weeds. Oh, shame on me, Tony. Tony. But pool's almost closed. I will have the rest of fall to work on all this. Oh, look, that's celery, y'all. I planted my leftovers that I bought from the store. And it's just been a fun garden year. I've got a bunch of green tomatoes. And I just got a few red ones. And I gave them to my daughter to make pico in a couple days. But these are turning red. And look at those. I got to improve on my tomato skills because I got some big old tomatoes in there. And this poor plant is just distraught and falling over. I can't even save that. Oh, look at that. Look at that tomato. And there's another tomato plant underneath it. That's a mess. Shame on me. I got a ton of tomatoes. So yeah, next year, tomato cages. The fence is awesome. The onions I'll be pulling. And I guess you hang them to dry. You hang them from their stalks, I believe. So that's what I'll try to do. And the rain knocked all those over, I'm pretty sure. They're ready to be picked. They're done. And green beans, one more time. The squash got, oh, there's a big one right there. Ooh, 1, 2. Oh yeah, there's enough for another meal. They're starting to make little bitty ones. So that means they'll be done pretty soon too. But even the peas still have some peas on them. So I'm going to come out and pick some of those for seed. And I'm going to pick the last green beans and some of those. See, some of those are yellow. I let them go too long. But I just picked right before I went, y'all. So I lost some in a week. But I can keep those and I can use those for seeds. I don't need to buy any. So I'll do green beans again. I'll do some peas again. Peppers. We'll figure out the pepper thing. Tomato cages. I'll harvest all my beets and share them with my dad. The potatoes are awesome. The squash. What have I learned from it this year? I gotta separate my squash patches. I don't know what I did. Now I'm starting to think that there was nothing wrong with the plants. They were just confused and they didn't know what to make. And that is totally my fault. So blueberries, some of them are doing really good. Some of them are doing a little iffy. These guys here that I planted here, these were the last ones I planted, like out of desperation had to plant them. Look, is that frost or is that, I'm not sure, but that's not good. But they're doing pretty good other than that. That one's doing real good. There's one here. I believe this is a nightshade perennial that makes good lantern plants. Now I'm waiting for them to turn orange. But yeah, they're not healthy at all to eat. They're not good for you at all. They're a nightshade relative. Paper lanterns or something. There you go. There's the garden of an evening. We will cut these open like they're a watermelon and see what happens. I'll tell Ronald it's a watermelon. He loves it. So he'll take a bite, and if it's bad, then he'll let me know. Okay, y'all. Is that mean? Am I mean? I hope y'all have a good night. It's been a busy day. We went school shopping for clothes and came back from camp and watered some plants and I've done, oh, geez, 3 loads of laundry so far, and I think there's 3 more separated out in piles on the floor. And this is a 10-minute video. You're not going to get this till midnight. Oh, but it's a beautiful evening, and Keith is still at camp, and he helped Janice put the cover over the pool tonight. They cover it up at night so it stays warmer. Anyways, that's all. Take it easy. I missed y'all.